Greetings. Welcome to another episode of 5 a Day. I'm your host, Top 5 Guy Dan Flavor. And today's episode is about the I don't know how side them do it on, but the the injection, the jab or the vax. Yeah. Now it's just some peculiar things that I have come across doing my own research, which I'm going to share with you. One of the things is normally and this is a quick disclaimer, I'm not telling nobody what to do. You have to make your own decision, but I just present you with certain information that I find rather peculiar. So, normally, the human trials portion of the creating of any type of injection is it normally take 3 to 4 years, yeah, just the human trials part alone. But I don't understand all of a sudden this them do this in a record time. Them beat every record the board set. They make this within a year. So it coming like common sense to tell me that now is actually the real human trials part. That's what it's suggesting to me. Them just do some initial testing to make sure say as soon as they take it in a drop down, but the effects a year or 2 years from now, nobody know. You understand? But just kind of find it peculiar still. I'm gonna read something also from the AstraZeneca website. Okay, Sita. Should pregnant women be vaccinated? While pregnancy puts women at a higher risk of severe COVID-19, very little data are available to assess vaccine safety in pregnancy. So basically, what they must say is, we don't know, because we never really test it. So, as I say, just something that I find rather peculiar. Another thing I find rather suspicious and peculiar is the Tanzanian president died with next to zero media coverage, and he was supposedly an anti-vaxxer, and he died of a sudden heart complication. All of a sudden, his heart get complicated. I don't know still. It just sound weird to me. You understand? I don't know how to look on it. Now, 21% of all of the US currency that's ever been printed was printed last year. So if you know anything about money and the financial markets, you know so that spells inflation. Yeah? Based on the current bonds market, the treasury bonds market, it looks like we're in for a market crash or market correction. And this one is going to be a deep correction. In 2014, them changed the regulations about bailouts. A bailout is when when an outside entity bails out the bank. Them changing from bailout to bail-in, yeah, which means that they're going to use the creditors, which are the people who have money in the bank. They're going to use them to keep the bank afloat. So basically, you're gonna lose your money. But anyway, the thing that is most alarming about all of this is that the US and other countries are racing to create a digital currency because the dollar is devaluing so quickly. And when that happens, a lot of people are going to be out of a job. Yeah? And they're going to have something called a universal basic income. One of the criteria for you to receive a universal basic income, if you don't have a business and most people are not going to have jobs, is that you take this thing. This is where the direction where it's going. So in closing, this has less to do with health and more to do with finance. But it's all about shifting blame. It's all about control, and as you have to pick a side. It's up to you, whichever side you want to go on. Me choose freedom, That me choose. But the responsibilities of freedom are too expensive for a slave. Bless up.
top five, top five, top five.